On this week's General Hospital, the soap celebrated 55 years on the air. Friday's episode was very well done. It was smart to tie in the anniversary episode to Mike's story. As the gathering was used to help Mike jog his memories, everyone else in attendance took time to walk down memory lane. We were treated to great flashback clips in HD. I know that there are some who may have thought that the episode could have been done better, or there might have been moments that they wanted to see that hadn't been touched on. There is an immense amount of history within the last 55 years of General Hospital, and I personally am satisfied with what they put together. I nearly cried several times throughout the episode, especially at the end with Sunny. I started watching the soap when I was 11 years old. My mom was a Days of Our Lives lady, but every day at 12:30 she turned to ABC to watch Port Charles. I soon found myself a fan of the show as well. I was a big shipper of Allison and the angel/vampire slayer Wraith, and the love triangle with Livy between Caleb and Jack. Eventually the show was canceled, and I heard that Kelly Monaco would be joining the cast of General Hospital. I enjoyed her performance in the dual role of Livy and Tess. So in October of 2003, I began watching the soap, and I have ever since. I am so grateful that it's still on the air. My favorite part of Friday's episode was Michael's reaction to Monica's revelation that Alan hurt his hand rigging the roof of the nursery to try to kill her. Monica's words on her relationship with Alan was so perfect. They couldn't do with each other, and they couldn't do without each other. And the clip that followed with them tussling in that office was perfect. I am so grateful to the viewers of General Hospital who take the time to upload clips to YouTube, because I get to see how their relationship was. By the time I started watching the soap, within a few years, Alan had died.
We really have had one hell of a love affair, haven't we?
Man, do I wish that he was still alive. Especially since he has a newfound son in Drew, and to see Alan and Jason somewhat reconcile, as Jason has recently admitted that he was unfair to the family. Speaking of the Quartermaine brothers, Drew and Jason had it out at the docks. Andy had a lot to say. He let his twin know that he remembers every time that he hurt Sam. I will say that since Drew has been in a relationship with Sam, he hasn't hurt her. Yeah, he walked out on her, but he had every right at that point, and he should have done it sooner. What I noticed that he didn't mention, and probably never will, is all the times and all the ways that Jason has made Sam feel wonderful, loved, and secure. That no matter how messy it got, they found their way back together time and time again. No man in Drew's position would want to admit that. It's because of the cemented bond between Jason and Sam that Drew pursued a relationship with her to begin with. Because let's not forget that it was Jason's memories that did stir feelings for Sam within him. However, I'm going to be objective here. I am a J-Sam fan, but if Sam and Drew are going to try to have a relationship together in the future, whether it's near or far, they have to completely abandon what was. No picking up the pieces, no salvaging anything. And if they try again, they need to do it with Sam being her authentic self, whoever she determines that to be. And with Drew being completely whole and self-assured in his own identity. I believe Sam closed that chapter like she said when she got up off that bench at the PCPD. Now it's up to Drew to recognize this as well and to do the same. Now back to the fight that we did not see. Let me just say that soap opera punches are atrocious. Drew landed the first punch and then was tackled off screen. There are many after pictures on social media to determine which brother got their ass kicked. My husband and I have determined that it was Drew, as he came out looking far worse than Jason. Later on, Drew left Sam standing in the PCPD crying, and when Jason came out, he stayed with her to make sure that she was all right. Moving on to Liz and Franco, she remained by his side at the PCPD and even drove him to the hospital so he could see Betsy. There is still so much love between the two, but quite a bit of distrust. Franco is still determined to find out what happened all those years ago, but I'm ready for him to let it go. After everything that's happened, I think it's stupid to still look to Betsy for the truth. The woman is worn out. I mean, does she even know what the truth is at this point? Jim Harvey won't cop to anything, even if they could find him. I understand that with certain things in our lives, we just can't let go, but I wish Franco would. Whatever happened, it can't be changed. And presently, he has a family that loves him and wants him a part of their lives. I hope Franco does remember what happened on his own, because I am tired of him being lied to. And if for whatever reason he's not able to nail down exactly what happened, I want him to find the strength and to understand that his past is just that the man he is presently deserves happiness. He deserves to be with Elizabeth and to help raise those boys that he cares so much about. That the doubts he has is normal, but don't get caught up in using your fears as a crutch that prevents you from moving forward in life. There are times where I don't like Franco. I don't like that Liz is with him. But I deal, and I also have empathy for Franco in this situation. Kiki was able to see for herself that Franco was okay, and I wish she would have went back and told him what Dr. B. Creepy did. I would have applauded Franco if he would have caged Dr. Bench like he did Tom Baker. Kiki should have trusted her instincts when it came to the doctor, but she was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, and he took full advantage of it. I'm starting to wonder if Dr. B. Creepy has been inappropriate with other staff members. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because Dr. Bench could say that Kiki was the aggressor just to save face. I mean, what if a scandal broke out at the hospital over this? Can you imagine seeing the staff members taking sides over who they believe and possibly seeing more victims come forward in support of Kiki? We'll just have to see what happens. Moving on to another staff member, Griffin has confirmed that Peter is Heinrich Faison. Griffin is starting to get messy, and I like it. He ran this test without the patient's permission, which is against the law. Now he finds himself struggling with what to do with this information. If I was him, I would bury my head in the sand and pretend like nothing has changed at all. Though I suspect that will be easier said than done, because eventually he's going to find out why Anna is so determined to find Heinrich. Then Griffin looked to Ava to help him figure out what he should do. I know there may have been some people like, what? But that's what you do in relationships. You look to each other. She was stunned and careful with how she answered the question. I know that sooner or later, her curiosity is going to get the best of her, and she's going to open that envelope. It's going to make this Who is Heinrich Faison story so much more juicy. Anna, I'm gonna need you to pull it together, because Jason doesn't miss a beat. He quickly pointed out that Heinrich's birthday was not mentioned in the manuscript. Anna was able to rein herself in and talk her way out of it, but she needs to pull it together. She is way too close to this. I did crack up when Anna asked Jason how he would approach Heinrich.
With a gun.
Duh, Anna. What else did you expect him to say? It was pretty funny to me. Now to Peter, I'm gonna need you to be completely private in how you handle your business. Nina is on your behind like white on rice. First with that phone call, and then you have the book laid out on the table in the restaurant. Come on, boo, you need to do better. I still like the budding friendship between him and Maxie. As I said before, it's going to make for great TV when Maxie finds out who he is and the part that he played in bringing Faison to town. Peter did tell Maxie that he had Lulu write the article, but Maxie firmly believes that he had no first-hand knowledge on how dangerous Faison was. This week, not only was Valentine trying to manage his wife's suspicions of Peter, but he also was trying to be slick and keep tabs on Lulu's investigation into Heinrich by offering his resources in the name of revenge. These two women are not fools. Nina let it be known that she is not giving up on her gut instinct that Peter isn't on the up and up, while Lulu made it very clear to Valentine that she still thinks that Heinrich could be hiding in plain sight. Julian and Kim had sex. I do like their friendship, but I'm still on the fence about a romantic relationship. Carly broke my heart this week as she dealt with the disappearing scarf. With everything that's going on with Mike, and he also keeps forgetting that Morgan is dead. I understand why Carly doesn't want to bring Sonny in on what's going on. It's just a bit too much right now. Thankfully, Jason's there to be her sounding board, but Carly, you need to get more cameras within your hotel, and you definitely need to get one in your office. Those are my thoughts on a few of this week's moments. Did you enjoy GH's anniversary episode? Who do you believe won the fight, Jason or Drew? And what about Peter August? Eventually, his identity will be revealed. So what confrontation from that revelation are you looking forward to the most? Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, GHers, take care.